Bye bye Babylon, bye bye. Bye bye Babylon, bye bye. Bye bye Babylon, bye bye. See you from a distance burning. Bye 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 Babylon.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Chag Sameach. Do y'all know what that means? It is essentially, it's Hebrew, and it essentially means joyful feast, or some people say happy feast. That's Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach. You can throw a Shavuot at the end of it. Chag Sameach Shavuot. Joyful feast of Shavuot. Hallelujah! We're going to have my brother Shalomio open us up with prayer, and we're going to go ahead and get started.
Shalom, shalom, everybody. Everybody is. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Toda, thank you, Abba Yah, for allowing us to be able to come together on that set apart time. Thank you for not forgetting us in all the lands in which it is in which we've been scattered, and allowing us to be able to turn unto thee with our whole heart, our whole souls, and our whole mind. Continue to guide us and direct us on the straight and narrow path, so that we can be pleasing towards you, so that we can be purged through your fire and be refined and come forth tried and clean, so we can be worthy to dwell in thy presence and to give thee praise forever and ever. We give all Todah and all esteem to thee continually. We say Todah and thank you for your son, for allowing us to even be able to approach back unto you, knowing that we have been out of order, knowing that we have been out of the way. So as we come together on this feast, I just ask that your Ruach come down and rest upon us and allow us to dwell together in unity, in shalom, in joy, and most importantly, in ahab, in love. So hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Amen.
All right. Baruch atah Yahuwah. Baruch atah Yahuwah. Bless you, Yahuwah. Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. Bless the name of Yahuwah. Hallelujah. So, it's great to see everyone here today for the Feast of Shavuot. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, it's a different atmosphere than we're used to gathering. You know, when we do the Shabbat lessons, we're in a very controlled environment. We got PowerPoints, we got comfortable chairs and all of this stuff. Now we're out here in the elements, but it's all right because we are the covenant children of Israel, and we're gathering together to celebrate the set-apart feast of Yahuwah. Right? So what we're going to do is, we're not going to spend a lot of time on the lessons. It's not going to be an hour and a half like some of the other lessons that we typically do. But I want to make sure that everyone here, because some people have never kept this feast before, so I want to make sure that in all our getting, we get what? Understanding. We get an understanding. So I want to make sure that we get an understanding of what Shavuot is, what it's not, and why we're doing it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, so have anyone ever heard of the Most High's prophetic calendar? No one? Can I get a show of hands? We've heard of that. Okay, so the Most High, in His divine knowledge, created a calendar that we would follow, that would actually point us to the end of times. And so we know these things as Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, Shavuot, trumpets, Day of Atonement, and tabernacles. This is the Most High's prophetic calendar. While they are feast days, they actually tell something. They actually point out where we are in the prophetic timeline. See, in our previous lives, in our previous understanding, we always thought that, hey, the rapture, we believe in a rapture, and the rapture can happen at any time. But if you're not keeping His feast days, then you would never know, and you will come up with that kind of understanding. Now, we all have been there. But now we are getting an understanding of what it is and what the Most High had planned for us since the beginning of time. when in Genesis, when he created the sun, the moon, the stars, and he created these moedim, these set-apart times where we would gather together. And we would gather together and wait on the move of Yah. And today, Shavuot is one of those days on the prophetic calendar. Now, Shavuot is one that has been fulfilled. You got Passover, that has been fulfilled. Unleavened bread, that has been fulfilled. First fruits, that has been fulfilled. And then you have Shavuot. The next one on this timeline is in the first one in the fall, which is trumpets. Okay? But this lets us know where we're at in the timeline of the return of the King, the Mashiach. So what I want to do is just give a brief explanation of what Shavuot is. So, if you have a digital Bible, because I know we came here to have a lot of fun, so I don't see any hardbacks out here. Go ahead and pull out your Bible. So, traditionally, Shavuot is known as, well, first of all, traditionally, Shavuot is known as Pentecost. That's the name most people will be familiar with coming out of Christianity, or even if you're here and you're in Christianity, that's probably a name that you're more familiar with than Shavuot, but they are actually the same thing. Pentecost is the Greek name for Shavuot. Okay? And Shavuot is one of the commanded holy days that were given to us. Israel is covenant children. And traditionally, Shavuot it has a double meaning. It has a dual significance. So like yesterday when we was at Shabbat, we was going over the Bible through Agrarian eyes and understanding how much more you can learn from the text and how much more you can extract from it if you look at the text through the eyes of someone who does agriculture, someone who puts your hand to the ground and plows and it's in any type of form of agriculture. But Shavuot has dual significance. So the first thing of it is that it's one of the harvest feasts. So you have two specifically, well you have three, but two of them that's really well known is unleavened bread, Passover / unleavened bread. And right after that you have first fruit, right? First fruit is the barley harvest. So keeping in mind that this was an agricultural people. So everything that they did was associated with the land. Everything that they did, their feast days. So just like we have like Native Americans, people that are indigenous to this land, they have certain agricultural feasts. Israel had the same type of thing, where in their land, there were feast days that they had, but they were commanded from the Most High, that all had to do with their harvest seasons. So you got first fruit, which is the barley harvest. And from the barley harvest, the very next feast, which is another pilgrimage feast, which we're going to get to a little later, you come to the wheat harvest. The wheat harvest is what we know of as, come on, what are we doing? Shavuot, that is the wheat harvest. So they were commanded to give these offerings at this time. They were commanded to not come empty-handed. And they had a legitimate reason to not come empty-handed because it was a harvest feast. If you came to that feast empty-handed, that was pure rebellion to the Most High. You had no reason to because you just had a harvest. So that is absolute rebellion in the eyes of the Most High if you were to come to that feast empty-handed. Now the other significance to Shavuot is what's traditionally held as the giving of the Torah, or law, the giving of that at Mount Sinai. Have anyone heard of that? By show of hands, anyone heard of that? Okay, so what I said I was going to do is I want to tell you what Shavuot is and what it's not, okay? So, That is something that's traditionally held, but it is not explicit in the text. Okay? That is something that is traditionally held, but it is not explicit in the text. So, does that mean throw it out? Not necessarily. It is something that is, you can assume it, you can imply it, given the timeline, but it is nowhere found in the text that says that Shavuot and the giving of the covenant, the 10 commandments, are actually connected. It's not in the text. But I personally do not have the issue with it because of the timeline. So what happened? You had Israel, they came out of Egypt, right? So you had Passover and unleavened bread. We find this in Exodus chapter 12, okay? You have these two events that occur. And then you have a gap of time. And then all of a sudden they come to this mountain. And something extraordinary happened. What was that happened? The Most High married his people. He came into covenant. So what scholars typically say is that this time frame was somewhere around 40 to 50 days. And if we look at Leviticus 23, which we're going to go to, you will see that that's basically the amount of time that we find in Leviticus 23. So I'm not against this tradition, this understanding, but I want us to know that in all that getting, get what? I want everyone to know that it is not explicit in the text. So if you subscribe to that, that's cool. Just understand why you're subscribing to it. Okay? All right.
Holy, holy is really sure about to get red. Why me serve the most high power? Cause Babylon gon' fall in an hour. Get ready, get set for the big bang. Cause ready for sure, cause I can't. gang. My family and friends think I'm insane, cause I gave up the whole world for his name. And I'm cool with that. I'm about to pack up and leave Babylon, but he ain't moving back. Yeah, I'm through with that. I heard that these pedophiles coming after these little kids, and boy, I ain't cool with that. No, not at all. I got kids, and for them, I lose it all. That's why I gotta get up out of here, something serious. Babylon side, I'm the same gay spirit. Same old slavery, ain't no difference. Same old games, ain't no difference. Same old enemy pretending to be friends. Same old Esau, ain't no difference. And I pray that one day we all no way Babylon fall, oh fall. Recompense me in the middle, higher, oh Lord. The more Sahaba, higher he's gonna devour all of Babylon. He ain't gonna treat it no different than Sodom. If you ever eat it, you better move on. I'm on with people thinking that we playing. Let you get comfortable inside this land. The sin and the play is a part of the plan. I'm hoping you hearing every word I'm saying. They won't, why? Cause I'm just a poor brother from the gutter with a seal home bar, but I'm bold. But when that fire rain down, it's a hard pill to swallow, home, but it gon' choke. And I'm knowing that the time is short like Kevin Hart, but this ain't no joke. And many time to go, go, go. Bye, bye, Babylon, bye, bye. Bye, bye, Babylon, bye, bye. Bye, bye, Babylon, bye, bye. See you from a distance burning. Bye, 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 Babylon, bye, bye. Bye, bye, Babylon, bye, bye. Bye, bye, Babylon, bye, bye. See you from a distance burning. Bye, bye.
Psalms 83 verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Cause they don't really love us, no. No, they don't love us, no. Ay. Better bundle up because this world is cold. This world is cold. This world is cold. The truth they don't want us to know. No, they don't want us to know.
This is barbecue, man. Oh yeah. Getting it done. This is morning food. That's a great picture.